Today on the Topping Show, Bud Light wildcard tweet is wildly boring. Vivek calls on DeSantis to drop out before the New Hampshire primary, while DeSantis reacts to Nikki Haley declining the New Hampshire debate. Elon wants at least 25% voting rights if the Tesla gets into AI. Burger King wants to buy 600 restaurants as part of their $1 billion turnaround plan. Disney doubles CEO Bob Iger's compensation while the company is still struggling to say the least. All of that and much more on the Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Guy stays quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of January, so if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, Elon Musk wants at least 25% voting rights if Tesla gets into AI robotics. Now this article comes to us thanks to Emma Stone over at LinkedIn, which is owned by big parent company Microsoft. Now, they noted that Elon recently, in order to fund his purchase acquisition of X Twitter, he had to sell and liquidate a lot of his Tesla stock. So now they're saying not only does he want it all back, but he actually wants 25% voting control in Tesla, or he would, quote unquote, prefer to develop artificial intelligence products elsewhere. Elon Musk currently holds, he's actually down to 13% stake in Tesla, which, of course, he's the largest individual shareholder of the company, but it still makes him worth, billions upon billions and billions of dollars. He's consistently the richest man on the planet that we know about. It's hard to quantify assets when you own oil fields and countries, stuff like that, but at least the one we know about, most successful ever. Now, looks like he sold $20 billion worth in shares of the Twitter deal. Jeez Louise, in 2022. Wow, I can't imagine. Now I'm curious. What's the Tesla stock market looking like these days? Just talk about hindsight being 2020 in terms of investing in a company. I can't imagine how many millionaires this company and billionaires it created. Looks like Tesla's currently trading for $215.55 for a single share, whereas General Motors, their stock is around $30 per share. Or $33 per share. Well, yeah, let's just say, one is wildly more successful than the other. Now, in terms of Elon Musk wanting, at least 25% voting rights, he says that would give him a much better leverage with the company, obviously, and that he would need, I believe, 2/3 in order for them to override him. Let me pull it up really quick. Override. Now, it actually begs the question, I guess this would dramatically increase the value of Tesla to even more stratospherical publicly traded stock, but it'll be interesting to see, again, he needs some incentive to stay in the game, and one of the most successful examples of someone being a founder of the company, having an IPO, and still being in control of the company would be the Ford Motor Company. Now, this is one of those instances where if you want, you and I can just go out there and can buy Ford stock. That's really not a problem. And many people would argue there's some benefits to that since they actually pay dividends, unlike some stocks that just, exist. But nevertheless, that's still a different philosophy of another time to debate, perhaps. But the Ford Motor Company, the family still holds a majority share of the voting rights, which, again, that is how the Ford family has stayed in control of the company all these, about to say decades, over a century later. So it'll be interesting to see if Tesla's, with Elon, is he able to leverage his business acumen, his experience, to increase his voting share of the company? Because again, if Tesla truly gets into the AI robotics and they start heavily investing there, and they're successful, it'll exponentially increase the value of the company. I'm almost surprised. Granted, Elon has he has a vast amount of resources on his own as an individual person. Why not just start another company, have 100% voting rights, or at the very least, if he has a couple of people who want to chip in, he would still have presumably over 51% of the voting rights. I know his dream, and he really does believe in Tesla. He didn't found the company, but without him, there would be no Tesla. There's a lot of books on that, and it's fascinating how he basically took the company that could barely make a single prototype into actually creating a viable product. Now, again, let me know in the comments, do you think, what would be better for Elon? To continue his love affair with Tesla and continue to build that brand and that business? Or would it make more sense just to start a new company where right off the bat he's going to have majority voting shares of that company and there's a little less scrutiny and he can do has a little bit more flexibility. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in again today. Trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of January, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a like or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better, improve the quality over time. Also, lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.